Ganbare Golf Boys is the second PC Engine golf game. That first one was pretty awful. One of the worst golf games I've ever played. So this has to be a step up, right? Right? It comes to us from Messiah and first-time PC Engine developer Duel. Duel's a pretty small company, but they're going to stick around quite a while. So we're going to see them crop up from time to time as we go through the PC Engine library. I'm afraid they don't have any truly outstanding titles. Their most popular games are all adapted from someone else's work. In Ganbare Golf Boys, you've got your choice of playing out a series of golf tournaments, a stroke game where you just play out a course, or a match game which is a multiplayer-only mode where your goal is to beat the other player at a hole. There are two courses in Ganbare Golf Boys. They're called Emerald Country Club and Crystal Country Club. As far as I can tell, there's no particular theming to them, and it's not like one course is harder than the other. It's just that this game has 36 holes of golf. While you're playing, you can press select to bring up a menu, and here you can choose to look over the entire hole, get a zoomed-in view of the green, get some advice from your caddy, and adjust how you're standing. You might do that if you're in a tough position, but generally speaking, you're just going to want to leave that alone. As for playing golf, well, Ganbare Golf Boys is probably the worst golf game I've ever played. Certain people might go, well, yeah, it's bad, it's a golf game. But at this point, I've played dozens of these golf games. And even if people don't want to go back and revisit them, there are distinct differences. Ganbare Golf Boys is plagued with technical problems. The physics are laughably bad. The course design is based on the least interesting real courses they could find in Japan. The interface tries to maximize annoyance, and the game mechanics, caught in a collision of all of those, wind up being frustrating. This is a bad, bad golf game. Let's walk through how you take a shot. First, your aim always starts out orientated due north. No matter how many shots you are into the hole, no matter where you're placed, no matter what direction the hole is in, the arrow points north. Also, please ignore the hand cursor that is in the upper left continuously. Apparently they couldn't figure out how to turn that off, so they just left it there. Once you're aiming in the correct direction, you press button 2, and then you select your club. It always defaults to the 1 wood, regardless of what club you were on before. Well, unless you're on the green. At least there it gives you the putter. Press button 2 again, and you can choose if you're going to give the ball any spin. And then, after you hit button 2 once more, you have to press up and down to adjust how much power you're going to put into your swing. Once you've adjusted the power, you hit button 2 to start your backswing, and it automatically goes to that position and swings forward again. Press button 2 to strike the ball. The further away from the red zone you are at the bottom, the more the shot goes awry. Something that you're going to notice is that wind and spin and slopes affect the ball really severely. I don't think I've seen this many shots go behind me in all of the golf games I've played put together. Also, it doesn't feel like you're playing with a golf ball. It feels like you're playing with a super ball. It bounces much harder and further than any golf ball should, and the grass is practically frictionless. It is so bad that when you're in the deep rough, it's easier to putt your way out than to use the pitching wedge. If you do get your ball into the deep rough, well, then you're going to bounce off of it every time you take a good swing. Another good reason to break out the putter. Ganbare Golf Boys is also one of those early golf games where they don't really tell you how far anything is, and it's really hard to judge how far your shots are going to go because of how bizarre the physics engine gets. When it comes to controlled shots like trying to chip the ball onto the green or careful putting, the results of your power feel like they swing wildly between way too weak and way too strong. It is really hard to judge how anything is going to behave. Now, if you do manage to complete a full 18 holes, then you get a password, and these are used to track your stats for the courses. Why you'd want to do that, I don't know, but it is there for you. As for how Ganbare Golf Boys was received in Japan, I honestly have no idea. I couldn't find a single person saying anything about the game. The only thing that seems to get any attention at all is the soundtrack. I can tell you that even at the time of the release, it was very poorly regarded, since reader polls in PC Engine Fan Magazine place it pretty low. But there's really no fan base, no one with fond memories, no one even really remembering it enough to hate it. Well, that's okay, Ganbare Golf Boys. I hate you. The only positive thing I have to say about it is, it has to get better from here, right?